What's going on? Welcome back to Random Binder. This is Chris coming at you with another video. And today is just a quick one. I went to the gym today. Shout out that Health is Wealth shirt from Divine Duke. And there are two Planet Fitness locations in my general area. One of them is way closer to my apartment, and one of them is like about 10-12 minutes away, but it's right next to a GameStop. And since I'm a Pro member, I get $5 in credit every month that I thought I could have sworn that you could use online, but now it's only showing up as the in-person credit. So whatever, what are you gonna do? But also I guess, the website sucks half the time. And at this point, I'm really only using GameStop to take advantage of like their PS4 and some PS5 pre-owned games to kind of fill out my collection of either games that I've missed, obviously, or games that I own digitally that I'm trying to own physically now. And then I'll be kind of purging some of my collection of either games I played that were just alright, or games that I'll probably never get around to playing. Or as new collections come out, I won't need duplicative copies of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 HD, whatever the hell it's called. So all that being said, I swung by GameStop to use my $5 reward, and here's what I came up with. So first and foremost, this just caught my eye like right as I was going to the checkout counter with another thing that I had here is the Outer Worlds for PS4, which I've been looking for. And I know they have the Spacer's Choice Edition, and it seems like, from what I've heard recently, they fixed it, but it started off really buggy, and I truly love this game and have no intention on playing like a crappier version. So the case itself, outside the sticker that I'll have to remove, let's see if the camera picks up on this. Yeah, it has like a really nice gold foil, not just to the front, but to the back as well, which is very neat. And although it doesn't have much in the ways of a manual, at least it exists, which is just really nice to see. Oh, that's fun. On the back of this, it's really just like the safety information or whatever, like the legal disclaimers. Yeah, like if you have a seizure, it's not our fault type of paper, but it's just nice to have. The Obsidian logo there, Private Division as the publisher, and just this little ad here is very cool. I do like the the moon guy, the Spacer's Choice mascot. So yeah, very cool to have physically. So yeah, I played this. This is one of the few games I beat actually through Xbox Game Pass. Chicken Fillets on YouTube, one of my favorite channels. Shout out to John. And he was talking about Game Pass recently, and this is truly like one of the gems. Like Starfield, for sure. It's the thing, I would love to make a video about like my time with Game Pass and like the games I actually beat, but it would truly be like Starfield, Plague Tale, Innocence, Outer Worlds, and like maybe a couple indies. Like I don't know how many AAA games I beat. I'll have to go through and see. That'll be maybe I'll make like a very short video about Game Pass and stuff like that. But I'll probably make a greater one actually about like streaming services, and because then I can go through the games I played on PlayStation Plus, which is a couple, which I won't talk about now because I think this is going to be a video, and then the games that I'm playing through NVIDIA GeForce Now, because I'm actually having an incredible experience with that so far after their most recent announcements at CES regarding like more Steam games, and the fact that they integrate with Epic Games Store as well, which is great because there's a bunch of free titles that I get through Epic Games Store, that everybody gets through Epic Games Store that now are compatible with GeForce Now, and that really helps me with. I just did a video about RuneScape, old school RuneScape being like my replacement for doom scrolling and social media and stuff like that I truly like get drained by, whereas this is something that I always have on me, and I'm able to bang out some 5, 7 minute, 3 minute gaming sessions here and there. It would have to be closer to like 10 minutes to be worth my while with GeForce Now. But anyways, that's a story for another day. The Outer Worlds, they just put out recently, I think at the Game Awards, the Outer Worlds 2 trailer. Apparently it's coming out this year. Now I think it's possible that it might get delayed with how Xbox has been treating Avowed. I know they're completely different products, but I don't know. They're not going to want to put it too close to Fable, especially because this is like the quirky action-y role-playing game. They probably don't want it too close to Fable, assuming that comes out this year. Who knows? But if Outer Worlds 2 is actually coming out, then I definitely wanted to have this before the prices may or may not go up. It's also just a really clean copy. And I've never played the Murder on Eridanos DLC, so I would love to do that. In terms of like buying it on Xbox, I just don't. I've done videos about how I'm definitely not trying to buy like Series X games. I have a bunch of Xbox One games behind me, but like that's not what I want my collection to be. I would love it to eventually just streamline it to PlayStation platforms and Nintendo platforms. But yeah, I'm not gonna like re-up Game Pass PC and play through the DLC. I don't even know if they have the DLC. I would have to buy the DLC and then re-up Game Pass and try to play through. Like that just seems unreasonable. I'm assuming the Murder on Eridanos DLC is not standalone. I'll have to check into that. That would be awesome if it's not, because then I could just play it leading up to the new game. But you know, it's a pretty short game, and I maybe would actually, because it's so choice and consequence based, I would probably want to do like an all like heal run, you know, an all bad guy renegade run, and see what that looks like, because I didn't even experience the Vicar, whatever his name is, storyline, because like I screwed up, like something happened and I screwed up like my ability to turn in one of his quests. So I have no experience with that character. A long preamble to say I'm very glad I got this, especially for $10. I don't plan on getting the Spaces Choice Edition anytime soon. Maybe digitally one day if it's like, you know, under $7.99, sure. But I plan on replaying this year, so. It's like 20, I think I spent 30 something hours. I did a lot of side quests. This time I'll probably just like mainline it and then play the DLC around the, maybe like in place of Avowed, because I don't plan on getting Avowed on Xbox. I'm sure it'll come to PS5 eventually, so I don't think I'll get it on Steam and then play it through GeForce Now. I doubt it'll run well on the ROG Ally, so I'm gonna wait on that. There's no sense in spending $60, $70 on a game that's probably not that well optimized, and you know, we have more Obsidian this year. All right, so that's like basically all the yapping I have to do about the games themselves. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. So that's the big one, and then but it's a game I have played. The game I haven't played is Dragon Quest Heroes. This copy has been there for a while. There's a black square sticker on here that I recognize, and it's day one edition, but that's why I was kind of on the fence. I was like, the day one edition DLC definitely isn't going to be here. They don't even have the slip in here, so unless it's on disc, I'd be pretty shocked. But fun fact, the PS4 Remote Play little icon here is the PlayStation Vita, which I think is very fun. Take my word for it, I don't think it autofocused, but so Dragon Quest Heroes. So I'm making a video about the gaming pilgrimages. I'm making a video about the gaming pilgrimages that I'm chipping away at. I think I've already done one in the past of like series that I want to try. Some creators I like have been, you know, done videos on series that they're too scared to try. Like Final Fantasy is pretty daunting to jump in on for the first time because there's so many entries. I would, as you know, a newcomer to the series myself, recommend 16 for sure. That really was the first one I rolled credits on, and then absolutely love that. But there are a bunch of series like that that's like, I want to start somewhere. And Dragon Quest is one that I want to start. That won't be in the video because I was like, let me just start with Heroes and eventually get the Dragon Quest 3 and then 1 and 2 HD remakes that Square, you know, put one out last fall, and then the others this year. I'll get those when they're a little bit cheaper on sale. Like, you know, maybe Black Friday this year they'll be, let's say like 30, 25 maybe for the first one, and then like the second one might be like 40. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not in any rush, assuming that they're not in any like limited run capacity. But anyway, so the MUSOU games are always great to kind of like get a feel for a franchise. I think Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 are about 20-25 hours each to mainline. And then you can like really do apparently a lot of side stuff that I'm not overly more concerned about because I don't know any of these characters. I don't even know how this works. But The one little thing I want to complain about, and I unfortunately just did like a nerd complaint to Sarah about it, but I also sent it to the group chat with some of the guys that I went to PAX with, that like we talk all the time on Discord and stuff like that. They're good buddies. My complaint about this is I have a problem. Omega Force, Koei Tecmo, develops a bunch of MUSOU games. Dynasty Warriors, Hyrule Warriors for Zelda, Fire Emblem Warriors for the titular Fire Emblem. Even the One Piece ones are One Piece Pirate Warriors. And my complaint is that, okay, they're making a Dragon Quest game in the Warriors format, and the original Western name was Dragon Warrior, 1 through, I think, 6. I don't remember if 6 or 7 was the last one to be Dragon Warrior in the West. But Dragon Quest Warriors would be such a cool name, and it would be consistent, and it just makes sense. But they went with Dragon Quest Heroes. And not just Dragon Quest Heroes. I didn't realize it until after I put these games on the seat next to me, and then somebody cut me off and they all fell on the ground. So when I picked it back up, it's not just Dragon Quest Heroes, it's Dragon Quest Heroes, The World Trees Woe, and The Blight Below. What a fucking name that is. That is absolutely insane to me. So that's my complaint for the day. But I got the day one edition. It includes bonus content that probably won't even work because there's no code here. But like I said, it's got a kind of jacked up case, but only $10, and then $5 with the coupon. And then I got Tom Clancy's The Division 1 for $1.99. I knew that I would regret not getting it, but because I'm a pro member, the pro member price is $1.89. So, racking in the savings here. That's my 2 cents on those other games. And this, at the very least, I knew I was going to regret not getting it. I want it to be a part of the collection. Apparently, I looked online and people are still playing it in 2024. So if it still works in 2025, then it says internet connection required. I currently have PS Plus to play co-op games with a friend, but I'm not going to have it forever. I didn't even know if it would work or if this is just a coaster, but I was like, at the very least, I can swap out the case with this. I can't get a replacement case for cheaper than, $2 with tax and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to do that right now, and I've been waiting to do that on camera to make me make this video. So I'm swapping out the case art for The Division. And it's in pretty solid condition. It's definitely, there's not stickers all over it. And then can take out Dragon Quest Warrior. See, oh my god, I just went on that whole rant about what the game's name should be, and now I'm not getting it right. But yeah, so this is a pretty cost effective. I know Mr. Matty Plays, Retro Rebounds, that, Matty, his channels, he's talked about that a lot. I was just getting old sports games, old shovelware, to get an easy, cheap replacement case. And assuming this comes off somewhat easily, then I'll have a pretty solid version of this game for cheaper than I can find on eBay. So that is kind of why I'm still sticking with GameStop here and there. Sometimes I have really fun conversations with the staff there. Other times it's just but today specifically was of the solid variety. She didn't try to sell me too hard on the warranty, and I appreciate that. So I was like, I don't think I need a warranty on my $1.99 copy of The Division, so thank you very much. But I did really like The Division when it came out. I did get it day one, and then there were server issues, so it wasn't working, which was awful. And I definitely didn't get it day one. I think that's an absolute lie, but no, maybe. I wonder when that came out, actually. It should say it right here, actually. It's covered in stickers, so I actually don't know, but 2016. So I think I must have had an Xbox by then. But moral of the story is, I was really excited to play it, and then it wasn't working too well. But this was the E3 trailer that absolutely blew my mind. It's just the beginning of the game, and then they had some really bad actors, being hey, just can't get off work, ready to take out some insurgents, and they're like, oh, drop the oh, you've got that upgrade turret, drop it here. It's all right, crashing, and they were just acting they're trying to act like normal everyday people that are using call signs and stuff like that. then like, oh wow, like you must have really used a lot of like your Ubisoft rewards points to get that skin. Like, yeah, that skin's totally epic, and it just makes me want to die. So that will forever live in my brain as like, oh my god, this is a reason to get next gen. This is a reason to get a PS4. I couldn't believe I watched that so many times in my buddy's basement. You know, talking about like the concept of like Black Friday and putting a you know, a super virus on a dollar bill during Black Friday, and you know what that leads to. And obviously post-COVID, it's like a very weird concept to revisit. But I replayed it recently on PC and or on Xbox, on something, and it was, you run really slow, but other than that, I think it's something that like is mind-numbing enough that I would like to play for a little bit after work here and there. And apparently it still works, so I'll have to do my research on like how long the servers are staying up. I'm pretty surprised that a game that's going to be 9 years old still has its servers up, but the crew is already taken down, so we'll see. Maybe they'll get an offline mode, but anyways, those are the 3 games I picked up. I haven't done this in a very long time, and to be honest, I got a shit ton of games during the Black Friday era, and it was a crazy amount, and I had them categorized on which ones to make videos, and I ended up just like, I had piles of games everywhere, so I consolidated it all in one stack, and I'll either go through order by order and, you know, like vendor by vendor, like here are the games I got from Best Buy at the end of last year, here are the Switch games I got from my collection, or I might just kind of do a big mega video. But if you like haul videos, like they're definitely, oh yeah, that's the other piece. So because I got so many games that I truly like don't have time to, like, even if I was like out of work, which oh my god, knock on wood, even if like something crazy happened, like I won the lottery, I truly don't have the time to beat every single one of these games before like other games I want, or even before the end of this year, you know? If it was just like my job to play video games and give them a score, then I still wouldn't have enough time. So I was like, all right, let me pump the brakes. My wedding is in July, and I was just like, that's an easy way to be like, outside of Claire Obscure 33, Expedition 33, just because that's a smaller dev, I don't know if that's going to be like a limited published game. Other than that, I think even Death Stranding 2, like I haven't played Death Stranding 1, so all these games can wait. Dynasty Warriors Origins was a big one that I wanted to get, but that will wait until Black Friday. A lot of these games are going to wait till Black Friday. Assassin's Creed Shadows, you know, getting delayed again. I was like, that can wait till Black Friday. It'll probably be like $30 by then, 35. So definitely on like a low buy, like a no buy with an asterisk, where if I have a coupon, I already have a couple coupons that are expiring from Best Buy, and I had my, you know, I'll have my $5 monthly credit from GameStop. Other than that, just trying to play the games I have. So I guess you'll still technically get haul videos because I'm backlogged so much on games I haven't talked about yet, but you know, that's not gonna, yeah. You basically get what I'm trying to say here. So I won't be buying a bunch of games, but I'll at least be talking about the games that I did get, my rationale, the games I'm like playing through, the God, that's such a hard word. The series I'm trying to make my way through, like Yakuza, like Final Fantasy. So, but yeah, I'm definitely in my collecting era, but I'm trying to be in my smart collecting era of just like, all right, let me pick a series at a time, make sure I'm playing them before I'm just collecting them all blindly, stuff like that. But I would love to show off my Yakuza collection that I am now working through. I sent to the group chat. It's like, I'm playing Yakuza 0, so none of this counts as hoarding. That's the rules. But very exciting. And yeah, I'm just looking at my pile now, and there's, you know, some original Xbox games I'm excited to review for the first time. And yeah, just a lot of videos I'm looking forward to making. So thank you so much for sticking with me through this very niche video, but I've listened to a lot of videos from a lot of, you know, JRPG collectors and video game collectors and retro video game enthusiasts that kind of talk about the same thing of like trying to, like, you know, detach from like the FOMO and having to get new releases as they come out. Not that that's really been me at all, but it's more so like, oh, this game's on sale for 20, and then, you know, by the time I actually get around to playing it, I could have gotten it for like $7, like way later in like some big bundle. So anyways, just trying to play more and do more videos. So I'm very much enjoying this so far. Let me know what games you picked up recently. Let me know if you would play Tom Clancy's The Division in the year of our Lord 2025, and what your thoughts are on the Omega Force Dragon Quest Heroes versus Warriors debate. Let me know if I'm on the right side of history or if I'm just complaining about nothing. So thank you so much. I will catch you in the next one later. Bye.